have 3 hinges.
And a door.
It is very chilly out.
No Canadian
Windy.
weather.
Yeah. No snow yet, but it's coming. Did those screws suck it into the frame at all?
No. I'm gonna have to do. I think I'm gonna do every. Maybe I could do every 15 inches, or I could do every 6 inches. I don't know. Oh shit! It's starting to snow.
Oh, it's snowing.
What do you think I should do?
Gotta get this door on so we can stay warm.
Hey?
So gotta get this door on so we can stay warm.
I'm gonna try out this. I'm gonna put the deadbolt and handle in for the door. I just bought this door install kit for metal doors. As this is not wood. So we'll see how it goes. Well, you know. Keyhole bit. Drilled the hole for the deadbolt.
We're just through
One side.
one side. And we got how many holes to go? 3?
6.
6? Oh yeah, because right.
So just an update on the door. We had to make some modifications to it. Because of the deadbolt holes, as you can see here, they were like right close to the edge. So we just reinforced it. We put another piece of steel here.
Our angle iron was not wide enough.
Yeah, this is 1.5 inches, and because my math was off, the holes were like right close to the edge of the angle iron. And it wasn't as strong as we wanted it to be, so we just put a piece of metal there, welded it to the bus, and then welded it right here, right close to where the deadbolt is. So now that's nice and sturdy. Then what I had to do was more modifications to my fuck-ups. When, as you can see, back up them, and I'll close the door. The handle didn't fit into my angle iron, so I had to notch out the angle iron. I sanded it down, grinded it down so it doesn't rip my clothes, because that already happened. And then what we had to do, because nothing in this bus is square, the door wasn't square, it was like a 1/2 inch wider at the bottom than it was at the top. So if Em shows you guys, or if you guys can see that, we had to put a spacer in here so that when I screwed it into the bus, but what was happening was the metal was bending. So I put the spacer in here to take that bend out. So now it's tight, it's not going anywhere. And then what we did was all the way around the frame, we put butyl tape, what we did for all the windows
And the inside.
And all the fans and everything that we did, cutting inside the bus, or cutting into the bus, we put butyl tape for weatherproofing. And that's about it for the temporary door.
We also welded the bottom of the frame.
Yeah, because this was just
It was,
around.
yeah,
Now
it
it's
was-
solid.
Yeah.
And then what we'll have to do is we're gonna figure out how to insulate this and
Weather strip it.
weather
and-
strip the door so that
And then
it's
make sure that this is
no
all
cold air is coming through.
sealed. I think we're gonna put at least some metal here.
Yeah, we're gonna put a flashing along here to hide all this stuff, make it look nice, and then we'll paint it the same color as the bus. And we'll just do that on this side. We won't need to do it on the top or the other side.
Yeah.
And then my next step with the door is I'm going to have to find a way to fill this in. I might use Bondo. We'll see what I can do. And then I'm gonna paint it, and then I'm gonna do the wood. This is just temporary. And then once we get our glass in that we've ordered, we're gonna put a glass piece in here, or this way, one out of two, and then we're gonna do one up here. And that'll be our door. So we'll see. Okay, I'm just gonna give you guys an update on what I'm doing here. This is for the door. So I'm just doing really a bunch of sanding today, but what my plan is I got the 3/4 inch by 6 inch cedar planks, and this is going to be for the door. So what I'm doing is there's a super rough side and then a smooth side, but I'm going to sand both of them down, and then I'm going to take the 2 rough sides and I'm going to put some glue in here and glue them together, and then this is going to be the big empty space in my door, and it'll look like that. And then the plan is just today sanding, and then if I end up getting enough done, I'm going to put some glue in here, glue these together, see how solid it is. But that's going to be the project today, so you guys can see what I'm doing. Right, so I am like almost halfway of sanding through all these planks. What I am planning on doing is I have 80 grit paper on here right now. I'm gonna finish this up, and then once I'm done sanding all these planks with 80 grit, I'm gonna go over it again with 120 grit just to get it even smoother. And we're about halfway, so hopefully I can finish it up before it gets dark out and start gluing. So, see how it goes. Okay, so good news. My planer is kind of destroyed. There's some of the gears got loose and just chewed everything up, so it's kind of wrecked until I fix the piece and order it from Rigid, and it'll be a bit of a process. So we had to find a different option. I started sanding all the boards, and my neighbor saw us struggling and offered for us to use his industrial planer. So we lucked out, and he did all this wood for us in like maybe 10-15 minutes. So all this stuff is planed nice and smooth. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this glue, which is just Wellbond universal adhesive. It's really good wood glue. Throw it on this edge, and then I'm going to take one of these other pieces, smack it down, clamp it down, leave it for about 24 hours, and then we'll move on to the next step. So here's the door update. What I'm doing is I have all my cedar glued. Now I'm taking the table saw and cutting a straight edge along each side, doing them one side at a time, and I will show you what it looks like when it's all butted up. Hopefully it's going the way I plan. Now you can see once they're all pushed together, there's very little gap in between compared to what it looked like before. Now what I'm planning to do is I'm going to put glue in between the joints, put pipe clamps on there, and then I'll cut it to size, and that's the top and bottom of my door.
Okay.
Okay, so I have all the wood plank,
Oh, okay. No, I'll start it again. Okay.
Okay, so I have all the other planks done, but we had one, we're lucky we only had one that didn't work out the way we wanted. The glue actually separated it, cracked the wood all the way down the center. You can see right here. And the reason why is because if you look at the wood, you can see the grains are going, and you see how this piece of wood is kind of bowed, and this one's bowed the opposite direction. So
We should have flipped this one over.
That was my fuck up, and yeah, we should have flipped this one or both of them so that they were kind of like bowed this way, and then we had to clamp the middle down. So what we're gonna try to do to fix this is we're just gonna take a popsicle stick, put some more glue in this gap, put the clamp on it.
Lightly put the clamp on so we don't.
We'll see what'll happen. Keep you guys updated, and hopefully this door will be